The first hurdle after you found your job of becoming a graduate teacher is that VIT, getting that assignment done alongside all the other things that you're learning as well.
So welcome back to another episode of Talking Teaching, and tonight we are tackling the topic of our expectations for and the possibilities for the teaching profession. But we want to first take a chance to welcome a wonderful new face. George, do you want to give yourself a quick introduction?
Well, hey Blake, really nice to meet everyone. So I teach at a public school in the southeastern suburbs, and I get to teach maths, science and chem. And just heaps enjoying it at the moment.
Love it. So we're going to put you on the spot and we'll pose the first question. Maybe you can start us off. So as a graduate teacher, we enter this crazy new world and there's so much to learn. There's so much to experience. How do you manage the professional hurdles that come with the teaching and come with a job?
Yeah, it's a really good question. I think professional hurdles is like quite broad. So one of the cool things is you're always learning as an educator. So I think that's probably one of the big things you sort of have to take. You tell it to your kids as much as you tell it to yourself. So you're looking sort of to touch base with as many different educators. And I think that's the coolest thing. Like you don't necessarily know the answers to everything, which is awesome. You tell your kids that, and you sort of seek it out and find it out. And you're working within your community as well. So I think that's probably the biggest thing I've sort of picked up. But you also know that there's heaps more to learn from that as well.
What do you think, Caitriona?
Yeah, I think the first hurdle after you found your job of becoming a graduate teacher is that VIT, getting that assignment done alongside all the other things that you're learning as well. I think it's really important that when you're overcoming that hurdle that you talk to your mentor, you talk to other teachers in the school, especially if you know that your subject is a specialisation that another teacher is also interested in, but also tap on the shoulders of the other graduates and grads who maybe did their VIT the year before and grab a copy of other people of their assignments for VIT to get an idea of how to do it, because it's so different for everybody and the guide that they give you is very open. So sometimes it can be a little bit difficult knowing what you want to do. So I think that is one of the biggest hurdles that you first need to overcome. And then after that, then it's trying to move on to ongoing as well. So, once you've completed that assignment and you're ready to, try to solidify your place in the school, you're a place you really want to be, then I think it's important as well that you talk to the staff still, making sure you're always connecting with those around you, putting yourself out there. And also, I think it's really important to ask for feedback for things that you're not sure what to do, because you don't have to overcome the hurdles by yourself either. What do you think, Blake?
I love your idea of asking questions and asking for feedback, because I think one of the wonderful things about being a graduate teacher is you're not expected to know everything. You're not expected to have the answers to every problem that might arise in the classroom. And so being able in that position to be able to go and talk, and I like to think of it almost as collage, taking little bits from different people across the school and working them into your practice. In a way that works for you. And I completely agree with you in that the VIT, it does take time. And, I've only just finished mine in the last couple of weeks. And while it's a lot of work, but it's also a really exciting time to actually stop and reflect on how far you've come and how far you can go, when you may not always have the time to stop and be in the moment in the future. So I think it's a really powerful reflection tool to not only recognize where you've come from, but where you can continue to go as you continue to learn to be a teacher.
I think the biggest thing I'd add as well is with that VIT process, you always go in at the, you never go in without knowing that you're ready for that as well. So just having that confidence is super important. And everyone's there to help and support you as well. And I think it goes back to your kids as well. That feedback's not just professional from other teachers and staff and parents, but your kids as well. So yeah, second everything you guys have said.